Hey everyone, and welcome to PGN Live. It is Thursday, May 14th, 2026. Let's go. The week is almost over. The work week for most, that is. We're about to roll into the weekend, and we've got some cool things to talk about. Particularly today, video game sales. As I said, this would be a big day because we'll be covering 2 weeks worth of data from Japan, with Golden Week happening for a good 7 days of those 14. Pretty awesome. Positive numbers all around. And we've got the Zelda movie to discuss, which got bumped up a week. That's really cool. Now, we did have 2 streams yesterday in which some of the conversation that we have right now, like the movie, we already discussed, but we could talk about it more. Also, last night's stream kind of reached a different audience where we had some familiar returning players, but also some new people that showed up for the first time due to it being at a very different time of the day. In yesterday's second stream, the evening one, we also did something pretty cool, which was have our first play test. We had the audio fix, we had the keyboard fix, we had the Nintendo Switch streaming to Streamlabs on YouTube, working for everyone to see. We learned about the audio settings for the Nintendo Switch. There was a little bit of lag in playing Tetris 99, but it worked. People could hear me, could hear the game, and everything was pretty cool. I'm going to get the pop-out chat open, though, in just a moment. And give it a bit for everyone to come on in. How are y'all doing today? What's your Thursday like so far? On my end, I filmed a couple of shorts, which was fun. I may end up filming a couple more too, depending. See, part of the thing with the gaming history videos is getting the right date. Because for some games, there are conflicting dates, you know? So you could kind of go with like May 14th or May 15th for this one particular game. You could go for, November 6th or November 7th for this particular game. And when that happens, you really gotta just go and pick one or figure out what's the most reliable source. I have a catalog myself, but in addition to my catalog, I do use places such as Wikipedia to cross-reference, to try to give the most accurate results possible. Alrighty, let's see. First person here is Pokemon Fan 34 saying hi all. Hi Pokemon Fan 34, how's it going? Are you looking forward to the Famitsu sales today? It will be pretty cool. I think if you're a fan of Nintendo and or a fan in general of good games and games selling well, you'll be happy. Patty Burke, 1971 in the house. Welcome and good evening, Patty Burke. How are you doing? If you haven't heard yet, Patty, you are in for a treat because we're going to go over some Famitsu sales and whew, are they nice. Especially since we didn't get any last week due to Golden Week, and Japan basically taking that time off, Famitsu included. Oh, dang. This is 2 weeks worth of sales data, and it's terrific for this time of the year. Awesome. And also, I'm expecting that the next couple of weeks of May are going to be pretty big in Japan because Nintendo Switch 2 is getting a price increase there. And unlike the North American market, which won't be affected until September 1st, Japan is happening later this month. So people will be gobbling up as many Nintendo Switch 2s as they can until the price goes up. Let me actually take this small moment here to possibly update the subscriber total. Right on. We're moving into the 9300s, which is pretty cool. 9315. We've got, 17 days left of May, and then 5 days, 22 days. Maybe we'll hit 9400 for Nintendo Switch 2's first anniversary. 9400. Probably not 95, but maybe 94. But one thing we will hit is Roger Enyart in the house. Roger Enyart saying, well, hello there. Happy Thursday to everyone. Heck yeah. Big thank you, Roger, for the generosity today. Roger Enyart, 2066, with a big $2 holla. Thank you, Roger. How's the day going so far? Thank you for getting us on the board. Bright and early for the big 2. I was just updating the subscriber total, 9315. I think 9,500 would be epic by the Nintendo Switch 2 1-year anniversary, but I don't think it's going to happen. It's less than 3 weeks away, and that's not a lot of time. Oh no, wait, 22. Okay, it's just 3 weeks away, basically. 3 weeks in a day. Probably not, but maybe 9,400. It's not that far off. It's 85 off. 22 days, 85 to go. You're looking at 4 subscribers a day. I think we could do it. Yeah. Did we hit the streak last night? Last night's streak did not. No. So we did use a save file last night. But the good news is, Pokemon Fan 34, last night we got the stream setup working with the capture card. We played some Tetris 99 last night, and it was pretty cool. A little bit of lag, but we got it working, so it was nice. Just another Star Fox remake. Paul Gale Network Super Show. Now we're playing with power. Super power. No GameCube NSO game. Not yet. GameCube on Switch 2. We got 5 new Virtual Boy games dropped last night. That's pretty sweet. We got Zelda news last night. The movie is being bumped up 7 days. That's sweet. And there will be a new bundle early June for Nintendo Switch 2, packaged with Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, or Pokemon Pokopia for only $500. That's sweet. So, good news all around. No new GameCube game on NSO, but I think that before June 30th, we will get at least 1 more. Maybe 2. Optimistically 3. But I'd say we should reasonably expect 1 new Nintendo GameCube game by the end of June, because that will nicely wrap up the first year of Nintendo GameCube on the service. And in my opinion, if you have close to 12 GameCube games available, in the first 12 months of the system being out, that's solid. And I think right now we're at like 9 games in 11 months. Yeah, it's pretty good. GameCube on Switch 2. You think next month Mario Sunshine? Maybe. I could see it in August, but I wouldn't mind it coming earlier. You might have to adjust your resolution stream, making sure it's at 1080p. Is the stream coming out right now at 1080p, Roger? Because I remember before it was in 720p, and then I fixed it to 1080p, but I don't know if it went back down to 720 when I added the whole capture card and stuff. Pokemon Fan 34, you want Coliseum? It'll come. I want more NES, SNES, and N64 games. True. NSO drip is so ridiculous. By the time everything good drops into it, I'll have paid for 20 years of service and be dead. Corporate subscription stuff is lame. Oh man, I hope you live more than 20 years. Well, yeah, like more than 12 years, I guess. I hope you live a lot longer. Roger, thank you for confirming. I am 1080p. Okay, good. On the one hand, if Nintendo gave everything at once, that would be cool. But probably a lot of people would only play what they really want to play and avoid so much else. This drip, though not desirable for everyone because some people are like, I really just want this game. I don't care about this one. Well, start caring about this one. Play this one. It's what you have now. It's proving their point. If they gave you 20 at once and you only cared about 2, you would never play 18. So it'd be a waste. So they're dripping them out to make you play them. Well, then play them. Play the ones that you have no interest in. Develop a new interest in something new. That's what I say. That's my recommendation. Unless you've played them all, then okay. Maybe you've played all 9 GameCube games. But has anybody really played all like 400 games on NSO? Come on. You mean to tell me that everybody out there has played Donkey Kong Country 2? Or The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time? Come on. T. Fernbach is here, 602, saying, good day, folks. Roger, hey! I gotta read Roger's, well, I'll read it first. Roger, and your 2066 picked up Indiana Jones today. That might be, so I haven't picked it up yet. I know I'm gonna buy it, I just don't know when. I'd like to sooner or later, but Indiana Jones might be our first game to like play through on stream together. I don't know. I'm excited. We were talking about it last night. Like, dang, it would be pretty sweet. But the whoa was also because Patty Burke, 1971. Happy Thursday. It's sunny here for a change. Right on. Big thank you, Patty Burke, for the awesome €2, which I round up to $3. Thank you, Patty Burke. Bringing our stream up to 5 for the day already. What a cool start. You know what? Speaking of cool, let me see it. I'm going to try something. Okay. What can I do? Oh, hold on. Oh, that's going to be tough. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Hold on, maybe that will work. Okay, I have an idea. Nope, that doesn't work. I'm close. Hang on, I wanna make this happen. We shall make it work. It's gonna happen. I can feel it in my bones. Bear with me for a moment, chat. I'm trying to have some fun here. There you go. How about that? Now, Roger, tell me, anything custom you would like for your name right now? Patty Burke didn't ask, but Patty Burke, I just had a good idea. I hope you like it. Thank you both. Let's see. GameCube, no Mario Sunshine is not July or August, is early summer. Okay, that's cool. Hey, if it comes out August, I'd be happy because that would sync up with the game's original release back in 2002 for Nintendo GameCube. But if it comes to Nintendo Switch 2 in June, that'd be cool. Pokemon Fan 34, you want Coliseum. Yeah, I'm sure it'll come sooner or later. I've played a lot of games, sir. Never underestimate my lifelong gameplay. You will live for years and years and years, decades and decades. Just another Star Fox remake, and you will play plenty, okay? It's only a single-player game, not multiplayer. Roger, which game? Oh, Indiana Jones. Yeah, I meant, play it together in the sense of, hey, try this move, okay, or no spoiler, but remember to hold down that L button in that fight, okay, or don't forget to look around the counter to pick up that package, okay, or something like that. Like, that's what I meant, not a multiplayer. But I'm really looking forward to the game. Pokemon Coliseum is on Nintendo GameCube. It is playable there, Pokemon Fan 34. It's also playable on Wii. Technically, all of these games, Super Mario Sunshine, playable on Nintendo GameCube and Wii, for that matter, and Nintendo Switch, if you have the 3D All-Stars pack. All of these games are playable. Did Best Buy accidentally leak the pre-order for GTA 6? They might have. Tabby Cat Games is here. Hello there, Tabby Cat Games. How's it going? How you feeling? Hope all's going well. Joycey J is in the house. Hey, Paul. Hey, y'all. Working and lurking. Yay for April 30th, 2027. Ooh! Just after yesterday morning's stream, when we talked about the good news, where like, hey, looks like we're gonna have Kokiri and Gorons in this, and dogs. A few hours later, boom! Mr. Miyamoto comes out with a new release date. So we went from March 26th, delayed it to May 7th, and then bumped it up a week to April 30th. And so we talked about it last night in the stream, but we'll talk about it more now. I'm pretty hyped. Did Best Buy accidentally? Okay, I read that one. Next week, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, Lego Batman. Yep. 17 watching, 8 likes. Smack that like button. That's right. Listen to Tabby Cat Games. Indie Quest. Your pre-order is coming from Walmart. Only reason not canceling is because I used the link on the Discord. What game? Pokemon Fan 34? Indiana Jones? you getting it? Is that what you pre-ordered? If so, that's cool. Leaf Stormblaze. Anyone got small lands? Survive the Wilds. It's a big open world game similar to Grounded, and it came out on Nintendo Switch 2 today. I have not. Is it good? Have you been playing it so far? Hopefully you're liking it. I did pre-order Star Fox today. Heck yeah. I pre-ordered it several days ago from Walmart. Super duper happy. GameStop would normally make sense because of the pro membership rewards. You get points, they stack up and stuff. You could use your $5 a month towards it. So I'm like, oh, okay. That's $5 off of a $60 physical game, making it $55, and I get some points. But that's still less I think, than the 10 that Walmart's doing it for. So you got to go with the more cost productive option, and that's Walmart's. Won't get points for it, but that's okay. A $10 saving is, at the end of the day, better. I can't wait for Star Fox, dude. So freaking exciting. A co-op watch party. Yes, Roger, that's a good way to put it. Who's going to watch Super Mario Galaxy movie? I'm going to watch it again. Let's see. Oh, Yoshi, Pokemon fan. You're getting Yoshi? Awesome. I hope you enjoy it. Because I know you're a fan, Paul, in 30 minutes, let's see. What is in 30 minutes? Ooh, Split Fiction. Yes. Split Fiction. Such a good game. I'm going to give this an early like. Boom. I just put up a link to Tabby's stream that'll be going down later. Patty Burke with some more power in here. Got Indiana Jones on Tuesday, and I love it. That's so good to hear. Gosh. Thank you, Patty Burke, for another generous €2, bringing you up to rounded $6. And boom, we're at 7 for the day. Thank you, Patty Burke. I want to get it so bad. I was just talking to my wife last night. Like, I've been hearing so many good things about this particular version. Of course, we've heard from plenty of people out there about the Xbox Series version for a long time now. You know, the game's a year and a half old plus. We could have gotten it, but I guess soon will be the time. Hi, Jesus, or Jesus. Welcome, welcome. Pokemon Company posted what? 200 jewels or 2 jewels? I think that's 2 cents. Thank you. Thank you for the Thank you for the 2 jewels and the 100 sticker. I guess it's a sticker. I think 2 jewels, that's 2 cents, is it? I still put it on there. I appreciate it. Dream a Little Mo, can't wait for Star Fox. That's right. We should watch the Winds and Waves music trailer. Oh yeah, yeah, we could watch that today. I should get Indiana Jones, but my backlog is fierce due to Pocopia. Dream a little more. Yeah. I think my husband and I are going to get it in a couple of weeks. That's cool. Let's see. When do you plan on starting game streaming and community play? Just another Star Fox remake? I don't know. Last night was the test. Because in the morning stream, whatever I did the night before made yesterday's morning stream wonky. You know, the microphone stopped working, uh, the keyboard stopped working, and I'm like, what's going on here? But it was just temporary. The keyboard is because USB, it was overloaded. You know, the capture card takes up a lot of juice, and the surrounding USB ports, I should say, didn't like it. So the keyboard, I just moved to another slot in the back. That was fine. The microphone, also fine. Just by putting the capture card in, Streamlabs deemed it as the place to pull audio from and no longer the mic. So I did a little tinkering, and then now, voila. Last night we had Tetris 99 up, and it was working and stuff. I just have to lower the volume a little bit from the Nintendo Switch. Now, thanks to Gamerpunk and David Patterson, the Nintendo Switch 2 dock will be here soon. I'll have that hooked up with this capture card, and then we'll start. So probably end of this week, early next week, that will arrive in the mail, and then we'll probably make a little announcement like, hey, let's play, and we'll pick a day to give it a shot where it's maybe Mario Kart World or Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Fortnite, Tetris 99, Splatoon 3, Street Fighter 6. We'll do something where maybe we play together, or The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom play through, like, hey, try this, or Indiana Jones, if I am able to get it by then. It's a cost, Indiana Jones, right now, that I don't know, well, should I get it right now, or should I get it in a little bit? Because I could drive to GameStop, Walmart, Best Buy, Target. I could drive anywhere right now and get it today and have it, you know. We'll see. I think I'm caught up on that side. Patty Burke has pre-ordered Star Fox. Excellent. Dream a Little Mo does. Excellent. Carlton San is here. Welcome. Steak 1024 is in the house. Welcome. Next game I'm picking up is that new Yoshi. Boo! Have to go back to work. Dang it, Dream a Little Mo. Well, that's okay. Thank you for being here for a bit. I hope you have a good time at work. So just in case some of you didn't hear, the Zelda movie is being bumped up a week. I mentioned it earlier, but I'll say it again because people are coming in left and right. We've got 22 watching now and 17 likes. Yeah, the movie went from March 26th, got delayed to May 7th, and then now got bumped up to April 30th. And I think that's pretty great. I hardly remember that it was ever delayed in the first place, you know? And now being bumped up a week, yeah, I'm reminded about the old delay, but now it's like just a month later from before. Even then, it was like a month and a half at most, right? So we're pretty good. And this all tells me things are clearly going well. As for why are they bumping it up a week, there's a notable film coming out May 7th that's not Zelda, and that is The Resurrection of Christ Part 2. Now, a movie about Jesus coming back after the crucifixion is probably going to be quite a bit different than presumably an origin film of The Legend of Zelda. However, even though they would target different audiences, if you could probably avoid coming out the same day with what's probably going to be a pretty big movie in Resurrection of Christ Part 2, you would go for it, right? And if I'm not mistaken, there's nothing else coming out April 30th. So, yeah, put the Legend of Zelda movie April 30th. Have it do well as this action adventure PG or PG-13 movie. And then, yeah, you're still going to have to deal with other movies that are coming out next week, the week after, and such, but at least it won't be the same exact day. So that's kind of why I'm thinking they bumped it up by a week. But instead of being delayed a month or two, going up a week says to me things are just going well in general, which is also why I've got to go back on my stance and continue with I think we're going to get a trailer freaking July at San Diego Comic-Con. Hey, one thing I do know, because even though I don't know of when the trailer will come, I do know when I seen some coolery in here, and we got some coolery. That's an official word, by the way. That coolery is legit terminology here. Some coolery from Pokemon Fan 34 sending a big 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Pokemon Fan 34. Let's see. I think that brings us from YouTube said 561. So I'm going to go 561. And then bam, we got to take yours up to 566. Pokemon Fan 34. Thank you very much. Let me know. Do you have a color preference? I'm going to put your name right here. Pokemon Fan 34 with a big W. Unless otherwise, purple is the default for May. But Jesus 89, Roger Enyart 2066. Let me know if you would like a different color. Let's see. Who got the 5 memberships? From Pokemon Fan 34. Jonathan Reacts, Game Killer 64, The Casual Noob Gamer, Luis Gonzalez Guzman, Hector 4470. Big W. And just like that, we've got 28 watching and 21 likes. Pink and purple, your favorite colors? Okay, let's see. How about this? We're getting fancy around here. Oh. That's interesting. Ah! Okay. Okay. Well, that's how to achieve pink and purple. Yeah. The stream is getting more and more colorful, you know? Mom took my Wii. That's a fun name. Mom took my Wii. 2184. Hi, Paul. Your voice is really relaxing to listen to while I work. Well, thank you. I'm glad to hear it. Thanks a lot. Hope you enjoy your work shift right now. Big Time Timmy Jim says, I bought Indiana Jones at full price just to encourage full physical third party games. Well, hey, you gotta support physical mediums more often than not. Sometimes it makes sense to get digital though, but like, yeah, if you could get physical more often than not, I think that is still the better way to go. Eli the Alien. Oh, in Tamagotchi Life? That's fun. That's fun. That's fun. I'm guessing. A child named Sid? That's funny. Speaking of relaxing voices, do you know who has a relaxing voice? Kind of? Leon from Star Fox 64. Here's today's short.
Not yet.
Today in gaming history.
Oh, it's playing the wrong one.
Not yet. The party's just begun because it's May 14th. 42 days until the release of Star Fox.
That voice was pretty fun to do. I like Leon today. Hey Paul, have you seen any movies recently? Mortal Kombat 2. Just last weekend I went to the theater, saw Mortal Kombat 2 with my wife. That was fun. And like 2 weekends before that, we went to go see Michael. That was excellent. SS4 Moogle says, hello everyone. What game is currently in your Nintendo Switch 2? Good question, SS4 Moogle. In mine right now is Minecraft. Last night, though, I was playing some Star Fox 64 with my son. We were on my NSO file, but I was playing some Star Fox 64 with the Nintendo 64 controller and then gave it to him to be like, try it out. He's looking forward to the new game. He's played a little bit of Star Fox 64 before, for sure on NSO, and then possibly with my original setup, because I have introduced my kids to my classic gaming consoles, classic cartridges, discs, and classic controllers on like a proper boob tube TV setup. But I don't know if he played Star Fox 64 on that or not. He's played on the system before. But anyways, yeah, last night we were playing some Star Fox 64 together. So that's fun. I'm glad you and the wife go to the movies. Thank you. Yeah, it's fun. We also saw, of course, the Super Mario Galaxy movie, although that was the four of us, wife, kids, me. What else have I seen this year? There have been others. We're gonna see Supergirl next month. Spider-Man Brand New Day in July. There are a number of movies that I have seen. I could look it up. I just forgot off the top of my head. What else has been there? Star Fox 64 is so fun. I can't wait for the remake. Yes, sir, Carlton Son. I finished Monster Hunter Stories 3. Nice. Good morning, Paul and Co. Did we go over the sales data? No. We're going to go over that in just a moment. This is a good question, though. What movies have I seen lately? That was the lately. Oh, yeah. We also saw Avatar, Fire and Ash. Stranger Things 5 finale. Although that's not a movie, you know. Oh, these are some later 2025 films. But Now You See Me, Now You Don't, Good Fortune, Roof Man, The Smashing Machine, The Long Walk, Lilo and Stitch, Freakier Friday, The Naked Gun, Jurassic World Rebirth, The Fantastic Four First Steps, Superman, Ballerina, Karate Kid Legends. Yeah. Yeah, movies are fun. Movies are fun. AMC A-List is the way to go. Although some years ago, Movie Pass was the way to go. Man, what a deal. Do you like horror, scary movies? Yeah. Backrooms looks way too good. I haven't seen a trailer on it. Next couple weeks of Famitsu sales will be interesting since they will be inflated by the rush to get the system before the increase. It will be interesting to see how it affects things afterwards. Yeah. I'm definitely excited about that. Mohammed Taresh is here. Welcome. Game Center X. No, I haven't seen Project Hail Mary yet. I don't know if it's still in theaters. Like, we just saw an advertisement for it on TV, which means, oh, it's got to be coming to streaming soon or is available now to pay for it. But if that's the case, if I miss it in theaters and it's available now to be paid for, I just wait a few more weeks, like whatever, just to see it for, free streaming, Amazon Prime or something. But that would have been a good one to see in theaters. It looked interesting. All right. Should we watch one more short or go to sales? Because we have one more short, which is kind of fun. I thought it was fun. Kind of funny. Ryan Gosling was great in Project Hail Mary. That's good to know. We'll do the short. The short's fast. It's short.
Today in gaming history, May 14th, 2001, Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX launched for the Game Boy Color and Sony PlayStation in North America.
Oh! If y'all would like to, there's the mott. I said mott. Boom. Okie dokie. I'm going to put that up. If you have a second web browser or something, you don't mind helping it out, that'd be cool. Appreciate it. All right, let's go into sales. I see Tsukino Ame says sales. Pokemon Fan 34 says sales. Okay, so you're all ready for sales. This is some good stuff right here. I'll read one more comment, then I'm going to highlight it so I don't lose my spot. I wasn't able to catch Mario Galaxy in theaters, so at this point, I'm going to wait for streaming digital release. I hope you like it, Paladin. It's also past 950 million. Oh, and I might be right on the money. I said a couple of months ago, I think, May 17th, expect it to be $1 billion. I might be off. So basically, I said, yeah, May 17th is this Sunday. That about a month and a half to hit $1 billion. I could be right there, or I could be a little bit behind. Can it do 50 million between Thursday and then a weekend? That'd have to be pretty strong. But it's going to hit $1 billion. All right. Without any extra delay, let's just get into the Famitsu sales. This is the big one because this is 2 weeks worth of data, week 18 and week 19, occupying April 27th through May 10th in Japan. This is coming to us from InstallBaseForum.com's forums from Chris, 1964, who put it together very nicely. Check it out. The number one best-selling game of the week was Tamagotchi Life for Nintendo Switch, which sold 299,619 copies. a copy shy of 300K. That is terrific. You wonder why Nintendo Switch is still selling well, even with price hikes, this, that, whatever. It's because still, now 9 years into the console's life, as it's going for year 10, it still has a banger like this come out. Number 2, Pokemon Pokopia, with another 51,662 copies sold. In third, Mario Kart World for Nintendo Switch 2, with 19,479 copies sold. That's a game, by the way. You want evidence of evergreen on Nintendo Switch 2? Mario Kart World. It's 11 months old, it's no longer being bundled, and it's still selling 20,000 copies on a random week. To be fair, this is 2 weeks, okay? This is 2 weeks, but still, that's a split of like 10K a week, right? Or 12 and 8, something like that. Really strong. In fourth, Momotaro Dentetsu 2, Your Town Must Be There Too, Eastern Japan Edition plus a Western Japan Edition, for Nintendo Switch, did 11,950 copies. In fifth, the PlayStation 5 version of Pragmata, which moved 10,262 copies. In sixth, total evergreen here, Minecraft on Nintendo Switch, which sold 10,208 copies. You know why Nintendo Switch isn't going anywhere? Because there are new people every day being introduced to video games. There are new kids every day who, they were like 3 or 4 a year ago that are now 4 or 5 and are ready to game. And instead of buying a several $100 tablet or letting them use your $1,000 smartphone or buying a $700 PlayStation or a $600 Xbox or a $500 Nintendo Switch 2, you could buy them a $230 Nintendo Switch Lite and a copy of Minecraft, and they can still have some fun. They could still play. And as we saw in the investors report, Nintendo Switch is still very viable. It's still quite healthy. Its user base is active. And an active user base that's buying games is good, but it also makes it attractive for newcomers from the outside to be like, oh, y'all still playing that thing? Cool, I'll still hop in. Yeah. In seventh, anyhow, Super Mario Galaxy 1 plus Super Mario Galaxy 2, that did 9,847 copies. In eighth, Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch 2 edition, which did 8,257 copies. In ninth, Animal Crossing New Horizons, the Nintendo Switch version, which did 7,411 copies. And in 10th, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which moved 6,892 copies. Now, as cool as this is physical only. So when you look at this giant number up here of Tomodachi Life and see that, my gosh, it's 300,000. It's probably like 400,000? 400,000? In a week or two? Wow. Pokemon Pokopia, that 51K? So you mean to tell me it's probably more like 64,000? This game is not exactly new anymore. I mean, it's still a few months new, but not new. It came out a week or two ago. Even Mario Kart World, that 20,000 for 2 weeks, it's probably closer to 30,000 for those 2 weeks. I think it's terrific that Tomodachi Life physically has now sold over 1 million in Japan as of this past week. I think it's great that Pokemon Pokopia is only 22,000 copies away from selling 1 million physical in Japan. And isn't this something? Remember how I asked y'all before, what do you think is going to sell more? Pokemon Pokopia or Tamagotchi Life? And I gave good arguments for both. Well, here we have Tamagotchi Life passed up Pokemon Pokopia in Japan in terms of physical sales. So Nintendo has a hit on their hands for Nintendo Switch 2 that's exclusive that I think is going to continue selling well throughout May, June, July. And they have a hit on their hands with Tamagotchi Life that I think, with how much attention it's been getting on social media and stuff, we're going to see some more sales continue. May, June, July, and so forth. Let me read the chat, and then I'll go into hardware. I see some. Wow. Tamagotchi Life is very fun. Dang, it's physically ahead of Pokopia. Tamagotchi Life is a movement. A hi there. Hi, Tsukino Ame, again. CBH, what's up? My kids play Nintendo. All 8 of them. You've got 8 kids? That's quite a bit. Awesome that all of them are into Nintendo, though. Very cool. Hopefully, Nintendo can get a Nintendo Switch 2 Lite, or as Paul mentioned, a dockless Nintendo Switch 2 option before Winds and Waves. Yeah. A dockless NS2 wouldn't be that bad of a route to take. Before you put some more R&D and take more time away from developing the core NS2 by having a Nintendo Switch 2 Lite or something like that, just do like a... Yeah, you're not going to include the Joy-Con grip. You're not going to include the dock. No HDMI cord. Just a Nintendo Switch 2 and a USB cord with like the little AC dealio at the end so that you could charge your Nintendo Switch 2 and release that sucker for $400. And you could buy the HDMI on the side. You could buy the Joy-Con grip on the side. You could buy the dock too on the side. That's the way to do it. We'll eventually get an NS2 Lite, but I don't know when, you know? I can't wait for the new Animal Crossing. Hopefully we get it next year. That'll be a big one. Oh, and more copies of Pokopia will sell in June because of the Pick Your Game bundle. Yeah. Oof. Early June for a limited time, presumably through September 1st, right? Unless if they officially stated that it would be through February 1st or September 1st. You get as good of a deal as you had back at the Nintendo Switch 2 launch of $500 for the system and a game. Yeah, they did it with Legend ZA and of course Mario Kart World, but now you have 2 other options. In addition to Mario Kart World, you got Donkey Kong Bonanza and Pokemon Pokopia. So I expect some solid hardware to move. Plus, you're going to have Star Fox in June. You're going to have Rhythm Heaven Groove in July. And Splatoon Raiders in July. Rhythm Heaven Groove, by the way, I had to verify, it's only a $40 game, and it's also coming to Nintendo Switch. So that's another one. Here it'll be July. Nintendo Switch will be 9 years and 4 months old. And not only did it just get Tamagotchi Life, but it's also going to get Rhythm Heaven. Now, I don't expect Rhythm Heaven to sell as well as Tamagotchi Life, but it's something else. It's something more. Then, all you really need is, I mean, you don't need it, but it would be helpful to have a June Nintendo Direct, primarily focused on Nintendo Switch 2 games, but maybe in the sizzle reel of titles coming out, you do like a Nintendo Switch logo for games that will still be coming to Nintendo Switch. or if there is an NSO drop of a new 99 game, like a Punch Out 99 or Duck Hunt 40, or something, you have it on both. Talk about Evergreen. Yes. I can't wait to play Digimon Time Strangers in July and Magical Craft. Cool. It would be cool if they continue the choose your own bundle for $5.50 after the price increase. Yeah. Come September 1st, okay. If you get the system, it's now $5.50 with a game. But it's still saving you like $20, $30 on a game. That's cool. We are so overdue for a Direct. We haven't gotten a main line Direct since September. Maybe it's been a long time since a Nintendo Direct, but not a long time since we've gotten Nintendo news, That they have been very consistent on. And at the end of the day, is it more important to announce here are 25 games coming out in which probably not one person is going to buy all 25, or to periodically reveal the games that people are more inclined to buy? Because I think whether it's in a Direct or showed off individually, it doesn't impact that much more one way or another someone's buying power. Like, I'll ask the chat right now. Who's getting Star Fox? Raise your hand. Okay. If Star Fox was shown off in a Nintendo Direct in, let's say, February, and it was the same 15-minute trailer or a condensed, 2-minute trailer, raise your hand if you would have gotten Star Fox on that condition. Some of you didn't raise your hand to either question, meaning it wouldn't matter if they showed it off in a Direct or on its own. So there's the proof in the pudding. It's not like, oh, because it was shown off in a Direct, now you're more inclined to buy it. If anything, there's probably a decent chance that you're less likely to buy a game in a Direct just because you forgot what it had, because 30 games got revealed. So, I'm going to get a cool game regardless of whether it's in a Direct or just a little announcement on X. Directs are fun, though, because they encapsulate a time. They bring a community together, and it's something to rally behind, and there's this explosion of news that trickles out for the coming days and sometimes the weeks after of news. But at the end of the day, are the games coming out, and are you buying the games that are available? And if so, that's what's the most important. Probably your library is not going to change how they deliver it, how they show it off for the first time. Maybe they could add more bundles when the price hike goes up, like Star Fox or Splatoon Raiders, perhaps. What if we wake up one morning and bam, an announcement for a Nintendo Direct starting in 1 hour? That would be pretty wild. Yes to buying Star Fox. Yes, they're so much fun. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm going to highlight that. And we are at over 30 watching and over 20 likes. Thank you, everybody. We're actually almost at 30 likes and 35 watching. Awesome. All right, let's go over the hardware sales, shall we? This is pretty big stuff right here. The number one best-selling console of the week was the Nintendo Switch 2, which did 214,438 copies. A little shy, but not too far off from 250,000 copies in those last 2 weeks. Excellent. Over 1.5 million for the year so far. Nintendo Switch. This old system here. almost a decade old now. 40,849. The much newer than Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5 at 23,760. Xbox Series in fourth place at 513. AJ Rax 0440 is here saying hi everyone. Hi AJ Rax. How's it going? Let me know if you just caught the tail end to the hardware numbers. I'll repeat them. Let me know if you want me to go over the software, because we did software earlier and I could, quickly go over those again so you don't miss out on the numbers if you don't want to miss out on them. Considering we still need release dates of Duskblood and Fire Emblem, something is probably happening soon. I would love to have a June 9th, 10th, or 11th Nintendo Direct, which would be, almost a week after Summer Game Fest. And there, dude, Nintendo does a little update to Star Fox, showing something that we did not yet know about in the game. Little Splatoon Raiders bit, small Rhythm Heaven Groove bit, new release date for James Bond, 007 First Light, and then surprises with how Duskbloods looks. Give us a good trailer for Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. Have the release dates for them in addition to these cool trailers. Maybe a special edition Joy-Con set, Pro Controller 2, or something. Maybe an amiibo of a unique character. Resident Evil Requiem DLC. Something surprising from a couple of third parties. You've got your final plug for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. What if it's like Okami or Onimusha shows up? Like, those would be pretty good announcements. Resident Evil Generation Pack 2 featuring Resident Evil 2 Remake 2, 3, and 4. Here are some multi-platform games that are coming out that we know are coming to other consoles, but now are being shown off for Nintendo Switch 2 at the first time. Here's Elden Ring, by the way. Maybe Borderlands 4 slides out and, okay, we have it. It's coming. Maybe not. I don't know. And it's so powerful of a game that you could end it with The Legend of Zelda. Or if you feel like, cat's out of the bag, maybe you do what you did in September for the Mario Direct, and you start off this one with a Zelda 40th anniversary segment. And could you do any kind of cast reveal during this Zelda portion of the Grand Direct? Movie poster, trailer, Ocarina of Time remake, glimpse at a new game, anything, Zelda hardware bundle, what? If you opened with Zelda, what do you close with? What do you close with? 3D Mario? Smash Bros. 6 now in development, coming 2027? Do you do a Luigi's Mansion 4 or a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Deluxe Edition, but announce that, hey, Super Smash Bros. 6 is coming? Possibilities. Gosh, but that would be so gorgeous. Summertime, out of nowhere, here's a brand new wave race. Oh, dude, you're living the Nintendo 64 life all over again. With you got Star Fox this summer, Zelda this fall, James Bond this summer, and now you're also doing a wave race? What? Like, that would be cool, right? Lots of beautiful possibilities. I'll tell you what's not a possibility, though, and what's a reality. Patty Burke, 1971 with a big 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Patty Burke, bringing us up to freaking 571. My gosh, we're closing in up on 600 again. That is awesome. That is amazing to see. Patty, thank you very, very much. With the big 5. We've got Patty Burke with 11 on the board. Pokemon Fan 34 with 5. Roger Enyer with 2. Jesus 89 with 2 cents. Thank you. Very much. Hold on. Wouldn't that be? Wait a minute. 17. 11. Oh, that's because I round up. AJ Rax 0440 with the 5. Woo! We got a membership streak going on. This is sweet. 576 total. I might have to update this. I think I might be off by a little bit. Hold on a second. Huge thank you, AJ Rax 0440. We've got a chain of green going. This is so cool to see. Hold on. Patty did Euro roundup 3 and 3, which is 6 plus his 5. That's 11. Okay, we've got the 11 there. And Pokemon's 5. That's 16. Roger's 2. That's 18. And then now another. So we're at 23. Okay, awesome. We're at 23. Well, big thank you. AJ Rax, let me know. Do you want a custom color? We're doing some cool custom colors today. Wow. What awesome support. Let me do a little bit of a chat recap and let me go through these 10 new members to the channel. AJ, you were here and you're doing well. Awesome. And you were listening while you were playing my Steam game. Okay, cool. So I don't have to go over that. Wouldn't mind. But I'm glad you've been here. And thank you again. Welcome on being here now that I know that you're here. And thank you extra for the awesome 5 gifted memberships. Paladin says Best Buy today announced, in my opinion, in May would be here is a 25-minute partner in May. And we will be having a 20-minute general in June. I'm down with that. Could they have a direct before Summer Game Fest? If what they have to show at this hypothetical early June direct is really big, then I'd say yes. But otherwise, I don't think you'd want to risk being overshadowed by something that happens like 2 days later, you know? But maybe. Zelda would be gigantic. I don't know how likely it is to see Grand Theft Auto 6 at this direct, or if it'll come to the system at launch, or at all, right? We don't know for sure, but that would be quite the win. June 5th is the Nintendo Switch 2 anniversary, and yeah, that is the date of Summer Game Fest. By the way, Sunfires, Jesse 8A10, Jaeger 19 Ultima, Omega 4, and Unbalanced Scummery were the 5 people that got gifted memberships from Patty Burke. Just another Star Fox remake says Wave Race. Yes. I'd love a Wave Race. That'd be so great. Wouldn't it be crazy if none of their announced games are going to be shown at Summer Game Fest? Starlactic, Edward Young Jr., Watermelon 64, Mr. Blue, Blorhog Fan, and Brentek, the 5 individuals who got I get the membership from AJ Rax 0440. Awesome to see. Big W's all over. Getting new members today from several of you. Thank you. Hopefully more like N64 Wave Race and not Blue Storm. I liked Blue Storm, but I liked Wave Race 64 better. Yeah. So 20-something, we hit 600 members. Yeah, Pokemon fan. 24. That's really cool. It's really cool. I am really grateful for that. It's
How do we bring it down?
super cool to see.
Stay on your side of the edge there and see what happens.
DXDDY. Marco. That big Mario and Yoshi. 3D printed or official merch? That's official. That is from First Four Figures. You could go here. I'll put in their website. First4figures.com. What? Error. Try again. Why is there an error?
Leave it
That's
to
weird.
me.
I don't know why there's an error.
On my side of
But
the bed.
first4figures.com. They make awesome video game statues, and that's from them.
Go. Okay, there you go. See how you're tilting it? Like, you gotta tilt it back down for me.
I have no control over it, honestly. It's doing
Okay.
this on its own.
Hold on.
Gotta go to that side.
40-something, we hit the streak. Yes, Pokemon fan. It's
There you go. Jump. Just don't let go.
41 from a streak being hit,
Come to this side.
and
Don't.
yeah, 24 from 600 on the member side. Got it. Thank you. They look great. You're welcome. Thank you. Samus, is that from them too? Yes, the Samus is from First Four Figures. My gosh, which way do I go?
Where are we jumping to?
Link on the King of Red Lions. That's from First Four Figures.
Oh, okay.
Down there, Majora's Mask is from FRF. Banjo Kazooie is from FRF. Is there something on this side? Oh, down there, the Hylian Shield. That's from First Four Figures. Then yeah, I've got some other stuff too. Yeah, FRF is dope. I liked Blue Storm too, but it was too arcadey, and I didn't like doing tricks for boost. I want more sim like N64. I want excellent, serene visuals, waves, and sound effects. Oh, I can't almost smell the salt air. Oh, yeah.
I can't.
Dude. Ah! The water still looks good on Wave Race 64.
Right here.
But what they've got now? My gosh. You look at what they have pulled off in Donkey Kong Bonanza, that water, Mario Kart World, Star Fox. Look at the water in those games, and now just picture Wave Race 64. But cranked up. Or a new Wave Race. It could be a brand new Wave Race. But maybe some stages, right? Some of the courses, some classic designs, classic maps pumped up, but then some brand new things too. Brand new locales. Holy moly, your room is full of treasures. Yeah. You can't see it, but there's a Ridley from Metroid. From First Four Figures there. Ryu from Street Fighter over here. I got my Master Sword from Proplica and Bandai Namco there. I've got this guy. Bulbasaur. Sar, Bulbasaur. Old school Bulbasaur. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. What's up, Switch Save Channel? We should watch the Pokemon thing. Let's go to the Pokemon channel. Pokemon to be a master, Pokemon master, I will be rocking a brand new chapter. Pokemon Go, 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 woo! Doom, 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 doom. So you want to be a Pokemon master? Ha ha ha! Can't be the one, the only one. Pokemon intros have been really good over the years. Pokemon's got some good music. All right. With 35 people watching and 32 likes, let's check this out from Pokemon. I'll read it first, just in case it's a little bit too small on screen. Take a behind the scenes look at the recording of the main theme for Pokemon Winds and Pokemon Waves. Performed by the NHK Symphony Orchestra, the music signals the beginning of a brand new adventure. Pokemon Winds Waves is scheduled for release in 2027, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Oh, man. The ending, dude. That's so freaking good. Woo! Bravo. Bravo. If the game is getting that much... Okay, okay. The goosebumps. I got them on my legs. So, check this out. Can you imagine if the whole game is getting this much love, this much attention? You know what I mean? Imagine if the rest of the game is getting as much love and attention as this musical element is. That much refine going into the experience. Then I think we're in for a treat. This is a powerful generation. It's exciting. AJ's comment, I was reading the comments just to type and not talk during that moment, but the whole too much water bit and then no, not a 7.8 but a 6.7. It's pretty funny. That was all good. Why does the Pokemon music sound like it came from a Zelda game? You got some inspirations here and there. Fully orchestrated soundtrack for the game would be awesome. Yeah, I think Nintendo has a talk with Game Freak after Violet, after the backlash. This is the gen I buy a copy of both. Cool. I'll be buying Pokemon Gale. Pokemon Paul Gale Network is the Winds version, you know? But I love waves. So honestly, I'm a big beach guy. I love the beach. I'm in the water too, not just like, oh yeah, I love the beach, it looks pretty. Or I love the beach, I like to sit in the sand and wiggle my toes. Or I love the beach, I like to get a tan. No, I love the beach because I like to go in the freaking water. And I run in the water. I power through the water. So what I do, sometimes I have, some people stand in the darkness while others step into the light. Some people need to help somebody. I have my own Baywatch theme going through my head, and I'm running through the beach from sand into the water, ankle high, shin high. Other times, I'm running from like a lifeguard tower out as far and as fast as I can with like a boogie board under my shoulder. And I just run, pop, run, trudge, and and swim and have this wave crack me, duck under, big wave coming, Hadouken, smash through the wave, Mother Nature's a beast. Mother Nature knocks me back, boom, run, trudge. Take my stance. Sure you can get blasted back. Oh, I just lost 12 feet. And then and then I'm chilling in water here. And then I'm on my boogie board getting ready. And I bob up and down. And then whoa. Cowabunga! Dun. Take my hands off the board, my strap off, and I go from cowabunga to Superman. Woo! Into the shore. And I roll off the board, stand up, shake it out, hair. I look back, and we go back in. This time with a little jog. That's how I go to the beach. And then I just rinse and repeat. And sometimes I'm boogie boarding with my dad. Sometimes with my son and daughter. Sometimes it's like the four of us. Or meet up a new friend. Like someone else is boogie boarding. Like, hey man, that was a good one. I saw you. Like, oh man, thanks too. Did you get a good one? Yeah. And like, you just make a little friend while you're out there. Like, take it easy, stay good. It's just a cool vibe. And then after being in the ocean water for like an hour, you're cold, you're ready to be done. So you go up on the pier and you just have, you know, some fish, shrimp, fries, or a burger. Cheeseburger hits good. So you got my mouth salivating, dude. So anyways, so all that came from Pokemon Waves. Because I dig the water. But my last name is Gale. I have to get Pokemon wins. Because I'm also a fan of flight. And if I could fly, ooh, give me a superpower? Yeah. Flight. Not from a constant flapping of wings kind of flight. No, I just want to have, like, give me what Superman's got. Give me what Rogue has. Yeah. Flight like that. So I gotta go with Pokemon Gale. And that came from AJ Rax saying, this is the Gen I buy both copies. If there is voice acting and winds and waves, people will lose their... Oh, Tsukino Ame. That's how they can mess this up. Oh, no. Oh, please don't make it like you've got amazing music, fully orchestrated. Okay, the thing is running in 4K 60. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Ooh, it's got 300 Pokemon. Looking good, looking good. Ooh, the starters and their final forms all looking nice. Yep. Story, hey, pretty big, pretty big. Ooh, it's open world. Hey, there's a lot of density in these towns and a lot of foliage. Ooh, the battle system's kind of fun. Oh my gosh, how are they gonna mess this up? Zero voice acting, for crying out loud. It wouldn't ruin the game. But man, would it be a bummer if they nailed all of those things, seemingly making a perfect Pokemon game. All that stuff. To just no voice acting. It doesn't have to be every line of dialogue. But cinema scenes, story scenes, yes. Introductions, yeah. First opening segments of dialogue bubbles, yeah. Come on. I remember watching Legend ZA. This cool cinematic. Oh yeah, flash. And the mouths are moving. And I gotta read it. Give me some power. Give me some oomph. Give me that VA work, man. Let me get back to chat. Nintendo is most likely more hands-on. Yeah. You need to make that a short. You know, Tabby, I do have a couple of Donkey Kong Bonanza shorts where I am boogie boarding. Baywatch Paul, that's right. My older sister liked to watch Baywatch back in the day. That was a fun show. Paul is live. That's right, Eunice. Welcome. Pokemon Fan 34, you're doing waves. That's cool. I mean, you can't go wrong with either one. In new Whataburger grand opening day one, it's so clean and nice in here, and the food is on point. That's cool. New restaurant. That's good. Was just watching your Tears of the Kingdom video, says Darth Nerd. Are you classically trained with sword? Yes! So I've done a fair amount of sword combat, sword training, bow staff training. Honestly, what got me into weapons training originally was, as a kid, taking Taekwondo classes and then also learning some Musul Do and what was popular back in 1990, 1991, etc., Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So even though I didn't get as much into sword, bow staff, nunchaku, and sai combat as I did with just hand-to-hand martial arts, you know, predating Taekwondo with wrestling, following up Taekwondo with other martial arts, which led up to Shotokan Karate, which I'm pretty well known for. In between, having Kung Fu self-defense, Tai Chi Chuan, Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, Wai Chi, which was a form of Tai Chi in the water, self-dabbling in some martial arts, not, officially trained, but getting in some Krav Maga, some boxing. But like I said, some of these just self-trained / training with friends other than, proper tutorial. But, from personal defense to karate to grappling, and various forms within there, MMA included. Yeah. Sword training was definitely quite a bit of fun. I hope you liked the video. I liked making it. Pokemon fan, you don't think they're gonna do voice acting? Oh man, Eunice VA makes everything better. Yeah, just another Star Fox remake. All this flight got me wanting a new Pilot Wings. Yeah, that'd be dope. Oh, just do what they did in Breath of the Wild. Voice acting for the cutscenes and important moments. That's right. Cutscenes, they gotta have voice acting. You gotta do VA. I don't need every line of dialogue between every, Karate Paul. Maybe like a Karate Paul. Hiya! And then text. Fisherman Steve. Got him. Grunt. John. Ha! Come on. And then like a little bit of a personality type. A VA, not just a sound effect, before they start talking, and then the text goes into just text. That's okay. That'd be all right. But interactions, hey, how's it going? Followed by the text. Okay. And then cinema scenes, oh, the whole thing. You got to have 2 minutes of talking. You just got to do it. Patty Burke, you heading out? Have a good one. Good night, Patty Burke. Enjoy some more bum ba bum bum ba Indiana Jones. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the 11 megabytes of power today. I appreciate it. Thanks for boosting up the stream. Have a good one. See you next time, Patty Burke, 1971. Keep practicing. This is just another Star Fox remake. Eunice, some VA is better than none. Yeah. Samuel Marinho Marcos Jr. How excited are you about the Zelda movie? I am super excited. As a lifelong Zelda fan, I've got faith in this movie, Wes Ball has said publicly on X years ago that a dream project for him would be making a The Legend of Zelda movie. So he's an existing fan. He's getting to fulfill his dream now. I don't think he's going to mess it up. He has a good sense of adventure and outdoor vision. I watched The Planet of the Apes. He did a good job with this latest entry. Nintendo is funding 51% of it they're not going to let it mess up. Zelda is bigger than it's ever been before. It means more. They're going to put energy into it. They've got a good looking cast so far in Bo and Benjamin, officially confirmed, that I think actress wise, they're already off to a good start. And Daikin, even though not officially confirmed, I think looks the part of someone such as Impa. We have seen not too long ago a comparable movie in, I would say, the live action How to Train Your Dragon pull off a good amount of characters with beasts and flying and action in a couple hour time frame, that if you take some of that but you put it in Hyrule, it shows that you could have a pretty sophisticated film and it could be PG and pull off a lot. I think the movie is going to be excellent. Mr. Miyamoto is involved also. So, yeah, I already said Nintendo themselves funding 51%, but Mr. Miyamoto specifically on board too. There are enough components that it's not going to be a bad movie. It'll be good. It could be great. And I think to some it will be incredible. Now, if it happens to be an excellent film, oh my gosh, then it's just going to range from excellent to perfect for some. Like, if it's at least good in terms of movies, oh, it's going to be awesome to me. I'm going to get to see a live action Link in his costume that I have loved for decades, with this sick looking Master Sword, a really nice Hylian shield with cool music. I'm going to probably see some beloved characters, whether it's past Gorons or new Gorons, Kokiri, Forest Kids, Deku Tree, Temple of Time, music, boss battles, bow and arrow stuff, accents being applied to characters, a menacing Ganondorf magic, teleporting, talking animals. Like, dude, at the very least, it's going to be awesome to me if it's just good. But if it's a great movie or an excellent movie, then it's just going to be absolutely through the roof for me. It'll become probably one of my favorite movies of all time because the source material I hold so close, you know? Yeah. I'm hyped. I would laugh if the way they keep Link silent in the movie is that everyone cuts him off before he can see. Ha! What do you think, Link? Well, so it doesn't really matter. I'm the one in charge here. Ugh. Yeah. Let's see. We went over our hardware sales. We went over our software sales. I showed off a couple of the shorts. That was fun. We watched this Pokemon Winds and Waves trailer. That was good. You know what? I'm going to get some water, and then I'll be right back. And we'll stream a little bit more, and we'll see what we do from there. Right now, we've got 25 watching, 34 likes. Thanks all. I'm not going to abandon you, but I'll be right back, okay? Hang in there. Oh, I remember. Share, have your stream. Alrighty, let's see. Ninty Prime, first comment that I see when I come back. Zelda! Ah, yes, Zelda, indeed. Welcome, Nate. Robbie Rain says hi. Paladin says hi, Chair Network. Joycey J69, Chair Stream. Hi, Chair. You look nice today, says Tsukino Ame.
Oh, I thank you.
Eunice says, what's up, Chair?
Oh, just carrying this stream.
Ha ha ha. Funny one. Chair. Jeez. Chair always trying to get all the attention in here, you know what I'm saying? Tracy J again saying, hey y'all. Tsukino Ame saying, Chair, are you going to watch the Zelda movie?
Oh, you know it. I'm gonna be there day one.
Yeah, Chair's gonna be there day one. I might have to roll him to the theater, I guess. Probably. Probably something like that, you know? It's pretty exciting. Of course, regarding the Zelda movie, I am going to have to update my countdown series. I've been doing one a month every 7th. That changes now. I already did a 12 months until the release of the Legend of Zelda movie on May 7th, with the next one, coming June 7th. But now it'll have to be May 30th will be the 11-month one. So May gets 2. And then June 30th will be 10. Wow. June 30th, 10. And you see, by the time we get to July 30th, it'll be 9. And that's why I said San Diego Comic-Con Zelda trailer, I think. It's like 9.5 month mark. Even before the 1 week bump up, it was still, basically 9.5 months. So, yeah. A teaser trailer sounds appropriate for San Diego Comic-Con. Or maybe with a little bit of luck, we get that trailer in June at a direct. Chair, Peach, Mario, and Paul walk into a bar. All right? I can imagine the hilarity that would come from that. People were pretty happy with the news bump. I made a little video on it yesterday. Let's see. Of the recent videos, it looks like they've all fared about the same. $227, $233, $237. Yoda at the drive-thru, $190. Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch sales update, $880. Okay. Star Fox Direct Reaction, 5,000. Oh, that's a solid one. Arnold Schwarzenegger at In-N-Out, 218. Flaming Master Sword, 568. Rattlesnake on set, 162. Mario at McDonald's, 2,300 though. You look at the Legend of Zelda movie. Oh, that beautiful artwork, 144. Street Fighter reaction, 2,200. Godzilla reaction, 971. Skateboarding Pug, 137. Little Star Fox resting animation, 200. Fox McCloud announcement in Super Mario Galaxy movie. Okay, now we're going kind of older. 1,300. Oh, cool stuff. Cool stuff. Ninty Prime says, how are the shorts doing? Let's see. Today's shorts, let me make sure this is refreshed. My Matt Hoffman one, 183. Pretty low. Star Fox Countdown, today's 746. Yesterday's 1500. Yesterday's Gaming History Mario RPG, 1000. Previous day's Tears of the Kingdom, 880. A couple days ago's Star Fox, 44-day one, 3,400. 45-day Star Fox, 934. Gaming History Sega Saturn, 1100. Gaming History Uncharted 4, 1300. 46 days of Star Fox, a solid 8,500. Little Kitty Big City, 1,000. NBA Playgrounds, 1,500. Here's the best one. 47 days till Star Fox, 18,000. 48 days till Star Fox, 2,000. Gaming History Undivine, 773. Gaming History Thunderpaw, 1,400. 49 days till Star Fox, 11,000. 365 days till the Zelda Movie, 852. Yoda's Dippin' Dagobah, 2,000. Episode 3, 252. I Justine, 1,100. 50 days of Star Fox, 3,600. Yeah, you know, so some are just like at that 1,000 level, 1,200 level. Some get a little bit shy, right? High 900s, mid to high 800s. And then you have some surprising ones like, okay, Mario Kart for Wii. Mario Kart Wii, 1,900. But Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 452. Huh? And then look at the really interesting one to look at back to back is Star Fox. You'll have 3,600. Good. 11,000. Wow. 2,000. Okay. 18,000. Whoa. 8,500. Okay. 934. 3,400. 1,500. Okay. 746 and climbing because it's today's. So it's all over there. It's all over there. What would be nice is if, okay, I don't even have 18,000 subscribers, right? I've got 9,315. Yet you got the Star Fox short for 47 days until the release of the game that had 18,000 views.
Jeez Louise, what is that? Looks like it's May 9th, 47 days until the release of Star Fox.
What would be really cool is if 10% of those 18,000 people were like, oh, cool. A little Falco Lombardi voice acting? Oh, that's kind of fun. A countdown to the game coming out? All right, I'll subscribe to this. And then, like, that video got the channel 1,800 new members, and then all of them continued on watching the next one, which would be 48 days left, 47 days left, or I should say 46, then 45. And, you know, it build on like that. Not the way it works. And, you know, often enough, it's just so varied. It's all over. Some Star Wars games do a lot, some don't. Some Final Fantasy games do a lot, others don't. Some consoles do big, some don't. It's all over. But it's fun to do. Oh, I don't know if you received the Matt Hoffman one today, Nate, but like it's kind of funny. But it's not doing well. Yeah. I guess the most comparable thing to Matt Hoffman would be like my past Tony Hawk ones, but Tony Hawk is a bigger name than Matt Hoffman. So algorithm wise, I could see Tony Hawk popping up more in what people are looking for, more in what their interest pools are. So that makes sense why Tony Hawk would be more viewed than Matt Hoffman. Star Wars, yeah, I guess there's some Star Wars games more than others. Yeah. Like, it doesn't surprise me that my PlayStation short got more views than the Sega Saturn one. Okay, I get it. But I think there are some weird ones, like I think Wii U got more than GameCube. Huh. Yeah. Well, we're probably going to end the stream in a bit. But let me look and make sure there's nothing I need to update. Oh, save file. Oh, well, speaking of subscribers, heck yeah. We're at 9,320 now. We got 5 new members during this stream. That's cool to see. Or subscribers, yeah. And then members, I think that we are now at 576. 24 away from 600. Pretty big. J Biggs, Mr. NY for Life is here saying, hey everyone in the Galeverse. Hey J Biggs, Mr. NY for Life. Roger Enyart. Roger's like, you know what? How many likes did you say you have? Over 30? I gotta do some gifted memberships. Or Roger's just being kind because that's just something that Roger does frequently, is be kind and help out. And if you would like to watch some of Roger, check out Roger and Tabby play Split Fiction sometime on either one of their channels. Big thank you, Roger. Man, that is really awesome of you. It really came out of nowhere. That brings you up to 7 for the day. That brings our total membership to 581. And we are at 28 towards that expansion pack streak. I'm going to read off the 5 gifted members from you in just a moment. Thank you so much. Wing Wong 8304, Moogle Evo, Omar Carrillo, Furious Junker, and Lazar V. You're having a break? Yeah, I can see that right now. It's on the We Will Be Right Back screen. I have highlighted right here in the pinned comment, oh, Roger and Tabby's stream, which they are live.
Can you hear me?
So you could
What happened?
you could hear and see Roger and Tabby right there. Thank you, Roger. Again.
That can be a pee break now.
Stay tuned, folks, says Howdy. Hey, stay tuned, folks. Welcome on in.
You ready?
Not every day you hear news of a Zelda project being moved up. Yeah, you got that right, Paladin. Is there any topic? Oh, I know. Oh. We got to go over this. Oh, we cannot. We have something else to go over, which is cool.
Alright. I guess I'll start with the right one.
So we're keeping Roger Enyart's stream open with Tabby Cat Games. But we gotta do something else. Hold on.
Is that right?
I almost forgot. It's a fun little bonus for the day.
Oops, wrong button. You have
Oops,
to...
hang on. I messed it up already.
Oh, you have to turn it.
I can't do anything once the light starts.
Keep going, a little more. Right there. Right. That one?
No. I
No.
think once the light starts.
Right there. No, you passed it. There.
Back,
No, that's not it.
back just a little bit. Okay. We gotta get the middle one too lined up. That's the problem. Okay, there's that one there. Now it's locked in. Ah, no!
Wait a minute. We're supposed to move it.
Hold on. I'm trying to do a couple things here. Okay.
We're supposed to
We've
move
got Roger's stream right there. And I am trying to get something fun to watch in a bit. I don't know if y'all heard of this. I had it ready earlier, and then I think accidentally closed down that window. There we go. Stay tuned, folk. I was recently... You got a Nintendo Switch 2 and you love it? Awesome to hear. Stay tuned, folks. Excellent game. Happy to hear that you're liking it. Or game. I was looking at Roger's stream. Excellent console. Happy to like it. Okay, but I did say we've got something else to check out, and that is the following. Netflix put this up last night, and this is awesome because I love The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Kylie Jenner is certainly a very big name in Hollywood and the world of entertainment, and Netflix interviewed her on gaming, and apparently she's a big fan. Now, I watched this once earlier, but I'm going to watch it again now and listen a little bit more clearly and go over it with you. But some type of celebrity push for the heck of it that has 8.7 million views and climbing is great publicity for an awesome company, an incredible franchise, and my favorite game ever. So let's go.
Zelda's like one of the best games ever.
What's the premise?
Rated. Well, you are Link.
Okay.
You are 100 years ago. Oh my god, I'm gonna sound like such a nerd. 100 years before you're playing the game. 100 years prior, there was like a big war happening on with all the beasts. What are the beasts called?
I remember the main guy. It's like Gandorf or something.
Yeah, Gandorf. Gandorf. Wait, but all the fantastic, not the Fantastic Beasts. Hold on, I need to get this right.
This is perfect.
Wait, the beasts in Zelda. I hate that I don't know their names. The Divine. The Divine Beasts. The Divine Beasts. I'm so sorry to all the Zelda fans out there. I'm still kind of new. I've already kind of conquered one of the Divine Beasts. I'm on to my second beast. But anyway, so, 100 years prior, before you start playing the game, there was this big war. The world is like, shambles. Like, everything is fucked.
Yeah.
And then you get in there, and you're Link. And you're trying to save the world.
Ooh, I like this.
Save the world, and Princess Zelda, even though it's like 100 years later, she's still like thriving in the castle. You want to get to Princess Zelda. Were they in love? I don't know. There's a bunch of flashbacks. It's the most intricate. You could be on that game like I've played.
Wait, so
for days and hours.
And there's like missions to complete?
Basically, you're trying to get to Princess Zelda in the castle.
To save her?
To save her. And save the world.
From the divine.
Well, the divine beasts were, they were really on our side. But then they got taken over by Gandorf.
Uh-huh.
So you have to enter the divine beasts and like snap them out of it. Snap them out of Gandorf.
That is really cool. Is it Ganondorf? Yeah. Or Ganon? Yeah. That's okay. That's besides the point. Here you have someone who is so big in the celebrity name of recognition, you know, Jenner, Kardashian, that whole group is quite well known, talking about The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, I'm not familiar with the host, Jake Shane, or the show itself, Therapist, but I know Netflix, and I know 8.7 million views and a lot of talking points. Is it that big of a deal that a name is wrong here or this or that? Not at all. The greater takeaway is here you have someone that is out there speaking positively about a game that so many of us like and love. And when I see this, I think continue boosted visibility of this IP, more sales, more money, greater ambition for Nintendo to continue making what I like. And that's the takeaway. And it makes me happy. So that's pretty cool. Did you see Sally Field's interview where she says Robin Williams got her into Zelda? Yes, while filming Mrs. Doubtfire. And she still plays the series now and has a Switch too. Yeah, I saw that one. We could pop that up. I know exactly what you're talking about. That was just a couple of weeks ago too. Let's see. Sally Field's Zelda interview. Yeah. It's also kind of, it's a little bit weird to me, but then again, I'm so into this. But it's kind of weird to me. It looks like Jake Shane, the interviewer, did not have any real familiarity with Zelda and that kind of thing.
No.
I mean, not everybody is into everything, but it was just kind of odd to see someone not know something that I am so knowledgeable on, right? But that's probably, you know, in all walks of life, like someone could, if I was interviewing someone in, I don't know, what's something that I really don't know anything of, you could probably figure something out. You know, you could pick up something. You could be like, how do you, Paul, not know about blank? Like, I'm rolling with it, right? It's kind of funny. Anyways, let's watch this Sally Fields one. Oh. I think I'll wait till the video's done. We will be using up a save file today, bringing us down to 6, unless otherwise something happens in the next 5 minutes, and that's okay if it doesn't, but I'm just remembering that. Otherwise, we are almost halfway to the expansion pack. We're at 28 of 64. It's been an awesome stream. It's been a lot of fun talking about all things Famitsu sales today, more Zelda talk today, more Star Fox talk today, watching videos, Pokemon Winds and Waves video, some shorts, Kylie Jenner over here, and now Sally Fields.
Do you play Zelda?
No, I
Well,
haven't.
what the hell is the matter with you?
In front of that glass and hear what Marcellus thinks of her, who would you be curious to get his thoughts on?
The Flying Nun.
Sister?
I want to get the Zelda
What
part.
with him?
And like a cute single. If emotional movies.
Well, I cried watching you. Yeah.
For me, I
Yeah,
like.
it was. I don't like watching.
Great stuff by not watching. Your memories of shooting opposite Robin when he was Mrs. Doubtfire, and do you have a favorite memory from the set of that movie?
Just Robin. Just Robin. I was lucky enough to get to know Robin and work with him, and yes, he was all of that. He was wonderful, and he also would come to my little rented place, and we'd play the early games of Zelda together. Zelda, the computer game that I still play now with my grandsons. Even when my grandsons aren't there, I pretend they're there. I play them. Do you play Zelda?
No, I
Well,
haven't.
what the hell is the matter with you?
I've been missing out.
It's so fun, yeah. Anyway, so that's
What are you
Robin.
playing on?
Well,
computer?
right now it's Switch too.
Oh, switched. Wow, you are advanced.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, Sally.
And obviously Zelda meant a lot to him. He named his daughter
I
Zelda.
know.
so
That's right after that. Named his daughter Zelda. Yeah.
So in this case, it's kind of funny because, to have the person opposite of Sally Fields, you've got Jake Hamilton, Lewis Pullman, Sally Fields here, or Sally Field, I should say. When you've got the opposite person not familiar with it, it's kind of like, her in this case saying, well, what's wrong with you? True. What's wrong with you? In fact, there is something wrong with you if you don't play Zelda. You lack adventure in your soul. Maybe I shouldn't say that. But you should play Zelda. Come on. As Reggie said, what's wrong with you? Zelda's just one of those franchises. Everyone should be playing it because it's fantastic. Same with Mario. I think everybody should play Zelda and Mario. No matter who you are. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna end with that. Alrighty. Well, I think that's gonna do it for our stream. I hope you all have an awesome rest of your day. Thank you, Jesus89, for the 2 cents. Thank you, AJ Rex 0440 for the big 5. Pokemon Fan 34, thank you for the big 5. Roger Enyart 2066, thank you for the big 7. And then Patty Burke 1971, thank you for the big 11. Good stream today. Tomorrow morning we'll be going over anything new. It will probably be around 10:30 a.m. Pacific. I will put in Roger's stream one more time if you'd like to watch him and Tabby Cat Games play Split Fiction. I shared both stream links earlier, and both were pinned at either times of the show, so you could go to either one or both. But that's going to do it for today. Tsukino Ame says later, everyone. See you later, Tsukino Ame. Peace, Paul. Peace, everyone. Bye, Eunice. Stay tuned, folks. Take care, everyone. Take care. Stay tuned, folks. Your top 5 favorite Zelda games: Ocarina of Time, Tears of the Kingdom, Oracle of Seasons, The Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. Hey, that's nice. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with any Zelda game as your favorite, as long as you're playing Zelda. Alright. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow, probably around 10:30